Lighting up the way, Valley Electric Association.
Commissioners, I wish I had good news for you, but the news is worsening for Nye County. We've had a total of 100 new cases since we last met. Since I've been here this morning, which is approximately 25 minutes, we have reports of 14 additional new cases coming in today. We're averaging double digits per day for the last week and a half. It's throughout the county. The majority of the lion's share, again, is in Pahrump area. And we are taking the necessary precautions in getting the PPE out to our staff. We are also getting the testing kits out to those target hotspots, as well as the detention centers and our skilled nursing facilities and those types of locations that have our consistently high risk factors for us. There's been a lot of social feedback as to how we get our numbers. There's been social feedback as to the legitimacy of the numbers. I'm here to tell you that this is completely legitimate. These numbers are not manufactured in any way. Our job is to manage them and take the appropriate steps and actions.
It's a big job. You've got a COVID task force that you're working with to be able to keep the governor aware of what we're doing to combat this so we can stay open. Would you say mask wearing is essential to us staying open?
The science supports it. And so we've watched a lot of the data provided through the state on wearing masks, and they definitely feel the states that are mandatory masks have had greater successes on reopening than those that didn't necessarily reinforce it.
I hear conflicting stories, most notably that the governor wants to go back to phase one and shut the state back down again. Have you heard those?
I've heard them. I haven't heard them directly through the state. I would say that Nevada is being watched closely, and that is the fact. And there's a lot of other states that won't let Nevadans in their states right now. Mm-hmm. And numbers are continuing to escalate or increase. So that certainly doesn't help the cause. And so I think to Commissioner Strickland's comments, anything that we can do to try and help that and keep our economy open is the most prudent thing to do. Just from my contacts, I can tell you that this is real. And, I had the unfortunate situation where I had to talk to a 15-year-old girl who was crying hysterically because her father just passed away from COVID. And it was a rapid deterioration of that individual just within the last 2 days. And so, yeah. And I had just talked to that gentleman right before that, and he told me, tell people to wear their mask. That is what he said to me. And he said, this is dead real, and because he understood that there was a lot of confusion about it. So that I'm relaying his words.